So I have this beautiful little sweater here made up of, this particular one has 36 crocheted granny squares. I have no idea how many ends, 1 million. I've sewn most of them in. It's beautiful. Few left to go, and I'm going to show you how I do it. So first thing is that as I'm making the granny squares, I catch the colors on the, when I add in a new one, on the round. Oh boy, that's hard to explain. I will have another demo. So then now to weave them in, see this one was joined here and I've caught it underneath all of these 6 the stitches in the corner. So I'm going to skip over the first one and go backwards over through those stitches that I made there, but I've skipped the first one, so I'm locking it in. Then I just kind of pick 1 or 2 from this cluster and then halfway through this one. And the reason I stop halfway through is so that it doesn't, when I clip the end, it's not going to sneak out through that hole. That's kind of the thing about granny squares that I find difficult, is there's so many holes for the ends to peek through. So I like to get them really secure, and then you can cut them quite short and you're not really running any risk. So I only go halfway through the second cluster. And there's 2 colors here for each join, except for the first color and last color, because I've got the color that I cut and then the color that I joined, both being woven in at the same time. It's good when you end in a corner cluster, because you just got more stitches to work with. For the center, I make sure it's pulled nice and tight, and then I'll weave. Again, this end has already been caught through all my center stitches. Now I'm just going to continue weaving through a few more, just because better safe than sorry. I want it to stay nice and tight. And skip a stitch and head back the other way to really like lock it in. There, and then I can trim the ends quite short. And this is already blocked, so it shouldn't, you know, if I were to block it now and stretch it out, those ends could pop out, but they're really quite secure, and it looks great from the front and the back, and that is how I've been doing it.